Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so very much for joining us today with Speak Up and Empower Real Talk Travel. And as you know, we always have adventures for you. Where are we going to go today? Well, there's going to be a surprise if you've not read about it yet. But I just want to let you know Speak Up and Empower is an online membership made up of many individuals that are experts in their field, and they all got something important to say. And I'm with Real Talk Travel. So I'm going to talk about travel and how exciting and how wonderful. Don't stop dreaming. Travel empowers you. Travel can do so much. It can rejuvenate you. Yes, we can get you there. Start thinking about it, and let's do something. Okay, where's our adventure? And who do we have with us today? Well, we've got Sekou Stroude. You sound with us, and he's actually going to take us on a beautiful, phenomenal island in the Caribbean. And I haven't been there yet, but I want to go. So maybe you can join me, and we all can go together. So welcome, Suki, and take it away and tell us all about this beautiful area that we're going to visit today.
All right. Thank you very much, Susan. You butchered my name, I must say.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You're not the first, and you're not going to be the last. I promise you. My name is Sekou Stroude, and I represent the Grenada Tourism Authority here in Canada. So I'm going to be taking you on a beautiful journey to my slice of paradise, which is pure Grenada, the spice of the Caribbean. We're located below the hurricane belt, so it's safe to come to Grenada year round because we are a safe destination outside the hurricane belt. So let's just dive right into the webinar. So again, Susan, thank you so much for having me. Grenada is such a beautiful place, and I'll be selfish if I don't share with everyone. All right, and Grenada, it's all about sharing. And we have, even though we're such a small island, we have quite a bit of first. All right, so as you can see from the image on the screen, this snorkeler is actually snorkeling the world's first underwater sculpture park.
Oh,
You
yes.
can see the scuba the diver. She is above the sculptures, which is a ring of children, and that ring of children is there to signify some of the some of our ancestors who were thrown overboard during the slavery period. All right, but I'm going to get more into the underwater offerings that Grenada has to offer later on in the presentation. This is just a tease of
Yes.
what we have to offer in Grenada.
That was actually me snorkeling. They took a picture of me up above.
I believe it. I believe it. It is a beautiful sight to actually go to. Seriously. So, Grenada, before we dive right in this COVID period, it's really important that, we go over some health and safety protocols that you would have to get into Grenada. All right, so in Grenada, we definitely need 72 hours for all travelers looking to get into the destination. 72 hours, a PCR test needs to be done before you can actually step on the plane to get to Grenada. All right. We do have a travel portal where you can sign in. It's www.http colon double slash covid19.gov.gd travel/COVID. This is where you would actually go to actually get a travel authorization to get into Grenada. It's a portal you would have to go into, and this portal will definitely get you to, you would have to enter your approved accommodation. You would have to enter the confirmation information in regards to that approved accommodation to get you into Pure Grenada for approval. This needs to be presented at check-in to Air Canada whenever your flight is actually scheduled to depart. 72 hours before departure, remember, you need your COVID-19 negative test. All right?
I think that's getting pretty standard.
Pretty standard, definitely.
Yeah, across the board to
Definitely.
travel.
Definitely. When you get to Grenada, you will be sent from the airport by an approved transportation to your hotel where you would quarantine for up to 7 days. All right. So what we like to do is say, like, if you go on a 2-week vacation, you work from home / you work from your hotel for the first week. The second week you go out and you explore.
Awesome.
That's excellent idea because
Yes.
right now, no, lots of people are actually working from home. All right. So you would be shuttled from the airport to your approved accommodation. Most of them are hotels. And after 5 days, you'll be given a second PCR test on the island. And once you are COVID-19 negative, your results would be given to you within 24 to 48 hours. Once that result is negative, you are free to roam the island as you please. And I'm telling you, when I say roam, you are really encouraged to just go and explore the island. Grenada is really small and it's a very safe island also. So we encourage you to leave the hotel and just go explore the destination any time of day, any time of night. It's a very, very safe destination. And it's not uncommon to actually see visitors on the verandas or on the balconies of some of our locals. Because the locals would invite our visitors home for a home cooked meal.
Mm,
You
nice.
know, yeah. So it's that type of island, an island that's really, really catered to the visitor. Really, really catered to, immersing yourself in the culture that is Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique.
And that's the way to do it. Get yourself right in there
Definitely,
with the people. Yeah.
definitely. Just get in there with the people.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you a video right now. This video is from one of our most recent campaigns, Just For You. Because Grenada, as the campaign says, is really just for you. You're into beaches and beautiful beaches, Grenada is just for you. You're into safety, Grenada is just for you. You're into excellent food, well, Grenada is a culinary capital of the Caribbean. So, with that, I'm just going to play this short video for you.
Perfect. I don't know if you can turn your sound up
You hear it now?
a little bit. Yes.
Yeah, so as I was saying, pure Grenada is really, really just for you. And because Grenada is just for you, we take safety another level. Yours, the safety of the Grenadian population and the safety of our visitors is first and foremost in our minds. And because of how important and how top of mind we have safety, we've been considered as safe travels by the World Travel and Tourism Council. So you can see that stamp on the screen there.
Yes. Hmm.
All right. And also on all the restaurants and all the hotels, you will also see the second stamp, pure safe travel stamp on located on most of the hotels and restaurants and stuff on the island also. Just again to show you, that their safety is top of mind for everyone in Grenada.
And I think we've got to get that out to people because they wonder if I go out of country, will I be safe? And here, all these islands and such as Grenada has done such a marvelous job to really make it safe so that we can feel a comfort level and peace of mind when we visit.
Definitely. And Grenada is really, really safe, especially from COVID. Up until 2 days ago, Grenada had zero COVID cases.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, an American Airlines flight came in yesterday, and they had two persons on that flight with COVID, and they have been since quarantined, and going to be waiting on their second test, which is going to be done on the fifth day of arrival. All right, so come to Grenada if you want to actually explore the island and know that you're going to be safe doing so, because, like I said, Almost no COVID cases on the island, only two currently that are active. All
Awesome.
right, definitely. So Grenada, we are pure safe destination and we're dedicated to bespoke experiences. Like I said earlier, we have something for everyone. For beach lovers, for adventure seekers, for people who goes to Grenada for weddings and honeymoons, we got you. So Grenada is not only made up of one island, we are a three island destination. Grenada, Carriacou, and Kitty Martinique. And Petite Martinique and Carriacou are dependent on Grenada, and they're much smaller islands. And I put small in quotation because Grenada is also small, right? If
Hmm.
you're traveling with me, you can actually drive around Grenada in about an hour and a half if you're going with me.
Oh,
Uh,
bus driver.
yeah, I'm a fast driver. But if you go on a nice tour, it will take you a nice detour. It will be a beautiful, beautiful experience for you. But Grenada, we are a geotourism destination, and we have lots of black sands and white sandy beaches, lots of waterfalls, crater lakes, sulfur springs, and of course, we have lots of tropical lush rainforests also. One ninth of our actual landmass is preserved as parks. And of course, we have the world's first underwater sculpture park. We have excellent underwater wreck dives and also reef diving. It's really, really healthy reefs in Grenada and Carriacou. And
So, so really, when anybody goes, it's just going to be, regardless of what activity they want to do, whether diving, snorkeling, swimming, just relaxing, having fun. It, your island can provide it, right?
my island can provide it. That's right. In Grenada, Carriacou, or Petit Martinique. And
Yeah.
again, it's safe.
Ah.
And the beach that you would see there, Grandans Beach, is in the Grenada caption. That beach was named by Condé Nast magazine as the best beach in the world in 2019. Not just the Caribbean, but the best beach in the world. So for beach lovers, when I say Grenada is a place for you, Grenada is indeed the place for you. 3 kilometers of pristine white sand you can find on our Grandans Beach.
Can you teleport me over there? I want
Oh,
to
I
go
want to go too.
right
So I'll tell you a bit more about Carriacou. All right, so Carriacou is located 23 miles northeast of Grenada. It's a square miles is 13 square miles only. It's also known as the Isle of Reefs. So because of that, the underwater sea life in Carriacou is spectacular.
now.
They're also very rich in big drum dancing and African culture. And also, they're really rich in boat building too, because on the island of Carriacou and Petit Martinique, lots of the Scottish actually settled in the colonial time.
Mm.
And they brought down their boat building culture to those islands. So up until today, that boat building culture is still very much alive. And of course, Petit Martinique. Petit Martinique, not to be mistaken by Martinique, which is French. Petit Martinique belongs to Grenada and is so small it's not even measured in square miles, it's measured in acres. So Petit Martinique is 586 acres and it's located 25 miles northeast of Grenada. And it's also very rich in the boat building culture. So in Grenada, like I said earlier, you can do something that appeals to almost anyone. Soft adventure, you can go dune buggy tours. There's lots of nature hikes if you want to go hiking. Of course, there's sailing and yachting because Grenada, because we're so far south in the Caribbean, lots of the boats and yachts that are anchored in the northern Caribbean islands, during the hurricane season, they would bring their boats down to Grenada because they would get boat insurance.
Okay.
All right. So that's just to show you that Grenada, we're below the hurricane belt geographically. We do get the hurricane season like the rest of the Caribbean, but the hurricanes very, very rarely affect us. And also, pure romance in Grenada. Like we have a beautiful site for almost every person. A travel writer visited Grenada just before COVID, and she described Grenada as one of the most Instagrammable places she's ever been.
Mm.
There's a picturesque site on almost every corner that you go to in Grenada.
Okay.
Lots of,
Everybody can become a photographer in Grenada, right?
that's right. Anyone can become a photographer.
Yeah.
You know, there's lots of excellent hiking trails. You can go to river tubing down the Balthazar River. You can go hiking to waterfalls and rainforests. You can go bird watching. You can go at soft adventure tours, doing the dune buggy tours to different sites on the island. You know, it's just something that would appeal to everyone. And of course, we have the world's first underwater sculpture park. So I'll just go back and talk about the sculpture park just a little longer. The sculpture park can be seen while you snorkel or while you scuba dive. There are over 100 individual sculptures under the water, and they each have their own meaning to it. There's like a um, someone sitting at a typewriter, which is called a lost correspondence. And because Grenada is called the spice of the Caribbean, there's a nutmeg princess that you can also visit under the water also. You know, so there are lots of beautiful images under the water that you can take pictures on, or you can just scuba dive, or you can just snorkel to some of those sites. I'm not a diver myself, but whenever I go to Grenada, I usually snorkel to see those sites, and it is remarkable. In addition to that, we have the Caribbean's largest wreck dive in Grenada, which is the Bianca Sea. The Bianca Sea is a cruise liner that sunk off the coast of Grenada in the 60s. And because of that, it's a huge cruise liner. You
Mhm.
can see actually how beautiful it is for the divers. I know that's like a bucket list items for divers. So Grenada is a diver's paradise in both Grenada and Carriacou. Lots of wreck dives and lots of healthy reefs on the island. So I'll talk about some of our festivals. First and foremost, we have our Spice Mart, which is our local carnival, and that takes place usually the second weekend in August. And like most of the other Caribbean islands, but Grenada is the best, I would say, because we have our Juve morning, our Jab Jab. That party usually starts around 3 o'clock in the morning, and it goes up until 12 noon.
Oh,
You would,
okay.
that's right. The locals would bathe themselves down in oil, so you can see the picture in the middle.
Yes.
They would bathe themselves in oil, or they would paint themselves in different colors, and they would just dance on the street behind trucks playing music, which is real fun, real safe fun. There's a day for pretty mass, as you can see the lady there in her costume, or a day for traditional mass, is the short knee on the right hand side. There's a day for steel band music. There's a day for our Queen show, and of course, there's a day for calypso music competition. So again, Grenada during the carnival, it comes alive. We also have our Karakou Maroon and String Band Music Festival. Usually takes place in April, and it has over 3 days, and lots of really, really delicious food, smoked food, and lots of entertainment, lots of dancing on the island. Lots of other islands usually come to Karakou and and they usually showcase their talent at the Karakou Maroon and String Band Music Festival also. And we have our chocolate festival. Our chocolate festival is going on this year from the 7th to the 12th of May. And during our chocolate festival, the island is transformed into like Willy Wonka's island.
Ah, sounds yummy to me.
I'm telling you. You, you can eat it, drink it, even bathe in it
Oh,
during the chocolate festival.
okay. I'll take it all.
I'm telling you, there's chocolate spa sessions, there's chocolate yogurt you can eat, even chocolate rum you can drink.
Mm.
Yeah, the island is really, really transformed during our chocolate festival. And we are all considered the Caribbean's capital of chocolate. And because it's organic dark chocolate, is the healthy type.
Right.
All right. So remember that. So it takes place on between the 7th to the 12th of May.
Sounds like a good time to go.
Excellent time to go if you're a chocolate lover.
Yeah.
Definitely. And we also have for the music lovers, we have our Grenada Music Festival that usually takes place in June. Some of our past performances Kerry Hilson or Cosette Michelle, and of course the son of Robert Nesta Marley, Bob Marley. Kimani Marley is some of the past participants of our music festival. This music festival takes place over 3 days on a really picturesque venue, and there are performances by reggae artists, gospel singers, R&B, and of course our local calypso and soca music. So some other things to do, you can go kayaking, paddleboarding, there are guided bike tours, and of course there's scenic historic tours, and of course culinary street festivals. And what coming to Grenada without actually going to our spice market?
Considering it's known as the Spice Island, we
Exactly.
definitely have to go
Exactly.
there.
We are the spice of the Caribbean. When you get off the plane on the island of Grenada, you actually smell the aroma of the spices in the air.
Mhm.
So with every breath you take, you smell the spices, nutmeg, cinnamon, cloves, you name it, Grenada has it. That's why we call it Spice Island. And because of that too, our food is delicious. To steal a term from KFC is finger licking good.
Yeah. I'm a foodie, so I'm sure I'll eat.
Oh, it really is finger licking good because all the fresh herbs and spices that we infuse into our food, and most of the people on the island, we have kitchen gardens too that we grow our local herbs and spices from. So trust me, you eat on even someone from the roadside. If you can eat from someone on the roadside, the food is delicious because we season and we flavor our food with all the local spices that is grown on the island in Grenada. The soil is so rich, I would say you can throw a pebble today, and next week that pebble becomes a mountain.
That's quite the soil.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you. So now I get into the exciting part. All right, some accommodation on the island. We have accommodation for everyone. All right, from bed and breakfasts to inns to guest houses and full all-inclusive resorts. But most of the resorts on the island are family-owned boutique hotels. All right, we don't usually build more than 5 stories high, and our largest hotel is only 267 rooms. So we don't really believe in mass tourism, especially at a time like now with COVID and you're talking about social distancing. Grenada is an ideal destination for when you want to do that.
With all that beauty.
With all the beauty, definitely, and all the safety too.
Mhm.
So I'm going to talk about our Silver Sands Resort. The Silver Sands Resort is located on our Grandlands Beach. And before I start with accommodation, I must tell you, most of the accommodations I'm going to be going over with you today, they are not more than 15 minutes away from the airport. So you don't take a long time commuting from the airport to your resort. All right.
Mhm.
And even though they're located so close to the airport, you do not hear the planes coming in because the hotels are not located in the flight path. All right. So you can take a long time from airport to your destination where you're gonna be staying to the beach. Maybe it'll take you maybe an hour and a half from getting off of your plane, checking in with immigration and customs, and commuting from the airport to your accommodation and getting your bathing suit on and rushing to the beach. Maybe an hour.
That sounds good.
All right. So it's an excellent destination where you don't have to take a long time commuting. So Silver Sands located on Grandlands Beach, which is named by Condé Nast as the best beach in the world, and it's one of the new kids on the block. It was opened in 2019, and it features 43 standard suites and 9 villas. It has 2 dining options and a spa, and also a cigar and rum lounge. The resort is also a member of the leading hotels of the world, and it's one of the 15 best luxury resorts in the Caribbean in 2021 by Caribbean Journal.
Wow.
All right. There's also a special going on right now for travel agent industry for 50% before 10% VAT. So take that in consideration also.
Mm.
And of course, we have our Spice Island Beach Resort. Our Spice Island Beach Resort is also located on our Grandlands Beach. And this hotel is for where royalty actually stays when they come to Grenada, literally.
It
Um,
it looks stunning. Like
it
that picture.
is stunning,
Beautiful. Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful. It's a 6-star Diamond Award recipient.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's all inclusive and 64 elegantly appointed suites and full service spa. It's a virtuoso property, and there's also a dive shop located on this property. At this resort, you're not a room number, you're a name. They greet you by name.
Mm.
The food is delicious and the service is second to none. The owner of this hotel, he recently passed away, but he was knighted by the Queen of England for his contribution to Caribbean tourism, not only tourism in Grenada, but in the tourism in the Caribbean itself. So his name is Sir Royston Hopkins, passed away early 2020. And we also have, needed no introduction, of course, the Sandals Resort.
Mhm.
I'm sure you've seen the commercial on TV. Who says a swimming pool can't be in the sky?
Yes.
But who says a living room can't be in the middle of a swimming pool?
Yeah.
That's right. That's Sandals Resort, Grenada. All right. So Sandals, of course, is one of the larger hotels on the island at 257 rooms and has 10 dining options and is located on Pigeon Beach, only 5 minutes away from the airport. All right. This resort is spectacular.
It looks
Really,
it.
really, yeah, it's really, really beautiful. And from some parts of the resort, you can actually see into our town of St. George's.
Mm.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And of course, we have the one of the newer kids on the block again. It's the Point by Pitti Calavini. All right, and this resort is actually the first dedicated wellness luxury resort on the island. It has a gym and a wellness center, spa, and is also located on a secluded beach and a marina. It has 3 villas and 12 condominiums and located 12 minutes, 20 minutes away from the airport. So it's perfect for family and couples. And the Royalton. The Royalton, I'm not sure, Susan, if you know of the Rex Resort. So the Royalton bought over the Rex Resort
Okay.
and they pumped $90 million into the property.
Wow.
$90 million into the property.
Wow. It looks beautiful there.
It is beautiful, and it's located on 2 beaches, and it's only about 5 minutes from the airport again. But you don't hear the planes coming in.
Mm. Fab.
Located on 2 beaches, and this is the largest hotel on the island at 267 rooms. All
So
right,
the two beaches, they would kind of go one side and then down the other. Is that
that's
how?
correct.
Mhm.
They're one side, and then in the middle there's like there's a pool, and on the other side the other beach.
Mm.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful resort. You know, I haven't seen what they have actually done to the property since because it opened in March and had to close a few weeks later because of COVID.
Mm.
All right, but I've seen tons of pictures and I've heard my colleagues in Grenada actually talk about the resort who has done site visits, and they are simply wowed.
Hey, everybody that's listening and on, come on, let's get together and go down and see this beautiful Royalton Resort, right?
That's right. Let's go to the Royalton. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. And we have the Calabash. The Calabash is another luxury resort located about 10 minutes from the airport. And it was voted #1 hotel for luxury in the Caribbean by TripAdvisor in 2019.
Mm.
Your breakfast can be served on the beach or in a private balcony. There's only 47 suites and all with a sea view.
Mm.
All right. This property again is family owned. So it's not uncommon to see the owners of the property um, greeting you while you sit and have your dinner. You know, it's the service at this property is just second to none.
I haven't seen a bad picture yet of what you've showed. It's so beautiful. I
There's
think
none.
the hard
There's,
part would be the which one do we actually go to first?
that's right. That's right. That's right. That's the most difficult decision to
Yeah.
make. So we have La Luna. La Luna is perfect for couples. It's located in a really secluded beach, and it's about 10 minutes away from the airport. La Luna is for lovers.
Mm.
And there's also an Asian inspired and Balinese therapists on property also. They offer daily yoga classes and also meditation and Pilates in the beach pavilion. There's a beautiful pool, and most of the standalone boutique rooms have plunge pools in them also.
Wow.
Yeah, so this resort again, like I say, is for lovers and honeymooners who wants to stay away from the crowd and do their own thing. Perfect resort for that.
Romantic getaway coming up, folks. You
All
got
right. And we have the Radisson, located on Grandans Beach. It has 229 rooms and also has 15,000 square feet of unique meeting spaces. For if you have any clients that have or MICE clients, excellent for conventions.
Mhm.
There's also a swimmer bar and two professional tennis courts and a fully equipped gym at this property. The
Wow.
service at Radisson is also really, really good.
Mhm.
The Radisson, the Royalton, and the Sanders are three of the only big brand name hotels that you would find on the island. All the others are family owned boutique hotels.
Mm.
Resort is also located on Grandans Beach.
Mm. It's stunning. I can't believe how beautiful it looks. It's just in sign language. I'm drooling.
You and me both. You and me both. So the Koyaba again is family owned, located on Grandans Beach. There's a dive shop on property, and of course a professional tennis court with also a fully equipped gym on property. Real service oriented culture from all the hotels that you will find on the island. And because Koyaba is actually a family owned boutique hotel, there's a really low staff turnover, and because of that, the service, usually lots of visitors would repeat, so you end up getting to know the visitors who actually come back to the Koyaba. You get to actually get used to the staff that will be serving you year after year when you go back to Grenada. Because Grenada, once you go, you become a client or visitor for life.
Ah,
Because
we
you just,
become part of the family, right?
that's right, you
Yes.
become some part of the family.
Yes.
And of course, you have the Blue Horizon. The Blue Horizon is located about 7 minutes from the airport, and it's a Green Globe Gold certified property. Not located on a beach, but it's located about 5 minutes walking distance from Grandlands Beach. This resort is in a garden style environment. And of course, there are 32 self catering one bedroom apartments. And it's also a haven for 27 different species of tropical birds. There are even garden tours, and whoever gives you the tours will also point out the different species of birds that actually live on the resort itself.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
This resort is located really central, and it's walking distance from Grandlands Beach, as I mentioned earlier, and also to shopping.
And
Again,
we've had a client say that it's stunning for sure, like with all the slides that you've been showing. They're
oh
really
yeah,
impressed. Yes.
oh yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. Grenada is the most Instagrammable country you would ever visit. And Mount Cinnamon. We have Mount Cinnamon overlooking Grandlands Beach. Every single room in Mount Cinnamon has a view. And
Mm.
that's the view you'll be seeing on the screen at Mount Cinnamon from every single room. The view of Grandlands Beach and our town of St. George in the far distance.
Stunning.
This resort is stunning. There's a beach cabana, and there's also a restaurant up with a swimming pool. You would love it. This beach is this resort. The service is excellent. You will again meet the GM who would sometimes come and greet you personally when you check in. This resort and the service at this resort is spectacular and second to none also. And we have our True Blue Bay Resort. True Blue Bay is located again about 7 minutes from the airport. And it's a mixture of 70 spacious rooms, suites, and villas among a tropical garden setting. There's a dive shop and a scuba center on property. And they also offer local cooking classes. And there's a street food village that takes place every Wednesday.
Hmm.
The street food village is really popular with locals, as the vendors, at the resort, they invite the local food vendors to come on the resort to have like a display, and you can actually eat from the vendors, buy food from those vendors, and there's usually a live party also.
Hey, that sounds exciting. What better way to mingle with the locals and try the cuisine, right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. True Blue Bay is known for that, and it's excellent, excellent food, and the service at True Blue Bay and the settings at True Blue Bay is truly spectacular. And from new developments, we have the Kimpton Kowana Bay coming to Grenada. The Kimpton is a renowned hotel, and it's a part of the Intercontinental Group of Hotels. And the Kimpton is the coming to Grenada is only going to be the second Kimpton in the entire Caribbean. The first Kimpton is in, I believe, Cayman Islands. So the Kimpton are scheduled to open later on in 2021, and we are very, very excited about it. It
Yeah.
is located on Grandans Beach, right next to Mount Cinnamon. So the spectacular views that you will see at Mount Cinnamon, you will actually get that at also the Kimpton when it opens later on this year.
I mean, the view, the picture of their window is all facing out at the ocean, and wow, it just looks amazing. I wish I could find a better word than stunning, but what else is it but stunning?
Stunning looks, stunning looks.
Yeah.
Yes, and again, we have another new development at Annandale Waterfall and Forest Park. Annandale is one of our waterfalls on the island, and they have added a restaurant that actually very, very close to the falls. So at night, the waterfall would light up, and the
Uh-huh.
restaurant, and you can see the falls from the restaurant while you eat at night.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is an excellent addition to the product of Grenada, and we're really, really excited for all the visitors who visit Grenada to actually go to Annandale Waterfalls and sample the amazing food that you would get at the restaurant too.
And what a view! Like, you definitely don't want to miss out on going there and eating the cuisine and seeing that beautiful view that you're showing us here. Wow.
Oh yeah, it's wow. It's wow. You said it. You said it. All right. So you want to stay connected with Grenada? Please do follow us on social media. Our handle is Discover Grenada, and our social media hashtag is Pure Grenada. Uh, please go on over to our site and follow us now, and be amazed. Thank you.
Yeah.
My name is Sekou Stroude, and I'm at your service.
Well, Sekou, we really appreciate you coming on and oh wow, just giving us this overview of this fantastic spice island in the Caribbean that all of us can get around easily. But the aromas, you said, the accommodations, I mean, they are amazing. And the activities, like you said, adventure, laid back, the diving site to see that cruise ship that went down, uh, snorkeling, the beaches, number one in the world. Like wow, I just don't know what to say except the fact that we all got to get there, right? And
Maybe there.
yeah, and just kind of enjoy that. So we really, really appreciate you coming uh, aboard today and talking about this beautiful island and how marvelous it actually is and how really it's safe. And the fact that you, as an island, they are, as an island, are really concerned with our welfare. And I really like that people think that they can't travel and be safe, but we can travel and be safe. And we can do it in such a way, especially with the COVID testing and so forth, so we're not spreading it. And like you said, two came from American Airlines, but they quarantined them so that they wouldn't have access to other people. So it's a real protection to know that everything's put into place like that so that we can travel and feel that peace of mind and safety, yet go and visit a beautiful, beautiful island like Grenada. So I just amazing. So thank you. Thanks everybody for joining today, and we definitely will have an adventure next week, and you have to stay tuned. And also with the Out There Adventure Show, there will be an event that will be coming up next week through the Outdoor Adventure Show. So I'm going to stay tuned for that. Look out for that. There'll be information as to how to join and see that. But thanks everybody. Please stay safe. Please be healthy. Keep smiling. Dream travel, but start booking your travel even for later, because you could miss out on those great rooms that you want to be at. So everybody, you take care. And we'll definitely join you next week. Bye. Thanks, Sekou.
Bye. You're most welcome. Have a good day, everyone.
Yeah.
Keep Grenada dreaming.
Yes.